recording too from the hotel room, and there's some video of the biggest mosque in Indonesia, actually, third biggest in the world, and I'm gonna go and have a look at that this morning. Gone outside the hotel, but I just thought I'd video it. It's a nice entrance. I've really enjoyed this hotel, and I'm here for one more night. I'm going for a walk, but my walk begins now on day 2, and we're going to go to the cathedral area, the mosque, and see what happens in the walk. It's a little bit of a pet store here, and we have these very cute little creatures that really don't like being locked up, rolling around in the cage. Must be a native to Indonesia, don't know what they are. So lots of critters here, including a couple of owls. So these are owls, as you can see here. And kind of a pet store, I think. 7 a.m. in the morning, and we're here, and it's very lively. Sunday morning, actually. Can you imagine Sunday morning being this lively in Sydney when everyone's been out? There's nobody really drinks here, and if I lived here, I wouldn't either. It's way too expensive. You know, it's $17 a beer sort of stuff. So they're all out doing their exercise. So I might see if we can go in and have a look, get a better picture. The cathedral, and it's Sunday, so obviously it's a big day, and there it is there. So it has interesting spires. It's pretty well a cathedral, and I believe it was built in 1901, so it looks like there's a big tolerance of Christianity in Jakarta. This is the biggest mosque in Jakarta and the third biggest in the world. And I'm going to come back a bit later, but there's lots of people coming to worship. It's only open at 10 o'clock to tourists. Therefore, I'm not allowed in, but you can see all the people in white. We have to remember that Indonesia is the biggest Muslim country in the world. And they're the very nice people. Always very friendly, I found, anyway, at least. Okay, I just crossed the road there. As you can see, it's really tricky. You have to run for your life. So I did the whole thing. You have to wave to the car that you're crossing. But it's a little bit scary, as it always is in Asia, crossing the road. It really is the system for cars to stop. You just got to hope they treasure your life enough not to kill you. See there, the woman just waved as she crossed the road, and now she's going to do the same thing here. And I guess they're used to it, but it is a little bit terrifying walking out in front of cars. It's the same thing in Vietnam. There she is, she's going to wave now and hope that the traffic lets her cross. But it isn't easy. That's just what I've been doing. And you never know if you're going to make it. But in the end, some of them are polite and stop, and she runs across, just like I did a few minutes ago. And now we're going to go back down here into a side street. But I wouldn't say no to an early morning coffee. Is this a coffee shop? What is this? I'm just here at the coffee shop now, and I've stopped for a coffee. And we're in a very nice, quiet area. It's just very pleasant.
Excuse me, sir. I need a
Photo? Yeah, sure. I've just got to get a photo together.
Yeah.
And here in Jakarta. Thank you. Where are you from? Jakarta?
I'm from Sulawesi province.
Where?
Province Sulawesi Selatan.
Oh, Malaysia.
Sulawesi Selatan province.
Oh, one of the islands.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. But here's my breakfast in this place. The flies have come to have a go at my breakfast, but it's very pleasant. And as we go in here, we can see the whole coffee shop. And it's got a lot of photos I know nothing about it except there's a lot of famous Indonesians on the place, and it seems to be a bit of an institution, this coffee shop. So I just hit on it. The Eming Coffee Legendaris, I'd say that means legend, since 1970. And the staff are very nice. And I'm heading off out. So that's where I was. I finished my breakfast, some coffee. I'm going to go for a walk down this way. It's working. It is a dilapidated street with a beautiful legendary coffee shop. And I really enjoyed that. That's what I love. When I get into flow, meet people, and met that man next to me. Not the one in the video there, but another man who was very nice. Some other part of Indonesia. And he's here. Excuse me, here for 2 days. And so far, so very enjoyable. Because I like to just flow around and see what's here rather than having a schedule. One more day in Jakarta, day 2. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the train station at Gardan and book my ticket for tomorrow in the luxury section. Great thing about short trips, I try to do as much of it as in luxury. Because I enjoy that. I enjoy the nice hotels, the luxury trains. Hello, how are you doing? Oh, good. A lot of people say hello. So, because you're unusual. I had a guy come up and ask for his photo to be taken with me at the coffee shop. Because they don't see a load of white people. I'm quite amazed. We're right next door to Australia. Like 7 hours flying time. Takes 5 hours to get to Perth. 7 hours to get to Jakarta, only a couple of hours more, and it's a world apart, you know, it's a real world apart. Little kitten, very small kitten. If you look at it out wide, it's tiny and licking himself. Yeah, just here in this little coffee shop, etc. I just had a juice. So warm already, 28 degrees. Very pleasant. So after a mini break, I'm off again. I'm walking the 1.1 kilometers to the train station. Find out about the trip to Yogyakarta, where I've already booked a room. I finally found the train station. This is where I'm hoping to get the train tomorrow to Yogyakarta. And it's on a pretty good road, and it only took me 12 or 13 minutes to walk from the hotel to the station, so it shouldn't be much of a problem. As it was with that young fellow this morning, he didn't seem to know where he was going, and we spent about 25 minutes in the car, and I've walked this in less time. Crazy. So I'm on a 40-minute trip in the Grab car now, so it's a little bit cheeky. But I'm sitting in the front seat for the first time, and this should have been what I've been doing all along. It always takes a day too to work out what you should be doing. And we're moving along now, and it'll take 40 minutes to go to a place called Prick 2, which is, I think, a Chinese area. And it's also got a lot of restaurants, and it's near the coast. It's a very smoggy day today. Probably the dry season is the smoggiest. This is the area, and as you can see, it's a lot of beach stuff. A lot of people are playing beach music. All the workers, only workers there, no customers. And it all seems very new. Same old suspect, Starbucks. For a bit of coffee. I'm going to head that way. May as well just keep the thing rolling. So it took 40 minutes to get from the city out here to the coast, and you pass the airport on the way. So that airport road I took in on the first night. I think the general idea is a resorty beach. And most of the people here are just enjoying the kind of reggae style sound and the sandy beach and the very hot tropical weather, which is nice. But I'm just going to go down and look at this water, and there's a bit of wind which really makes it quite nice, and you can see down there maybe the bridge that I came across. And that's what we got. A rocky beach with filthy looking water. But I guess that's not what this is about. It's not about swimming in the water. It's more about just sitting out in what feels like a tropical place. But even though the sand is nice, I wouldn't want to come here on my holidays and stay a week or two in this one spot. I think that would be deadly boring. Even though there's probably nice food at night. To me, this just looks a bit soulless. But it's a contrast to the old style Jakarta that I was in this morning. I was going down that street, that amazing coffee shop that was, and I was saying it at the time that I think it would be a highlight of the day, and so far it's the best highlight of the day. This here to me is quite pleasant, but rather uninteresting. But very pleasant at the same time, and just enjoying the moment. I do honestly believe in making the most of each day. That's my philosophy, that the only day that counts is today. You make the absolute most, and you flow and you accept what is. Always accepting the cards you're dealt, not the ones you wish you had. Wherever you end up, and that's where you are now. Just heading across the bridge, we're going back to Brick King, and we'll be there soon. Changed areas, and now I'm here at Brick King, and that's the menu, very Asian. I've asked for vegetarian just to be safe, and it's in a kind of out in the street, Bakumi Q. It's a very basic meal. It's got a few greens and leaves. I asked for no meat because it's just too dangerous in these places. You end up food poisoned. I know so many people that have been. Far safer to go vegetarian and see that they're cooking it in a wok. So that's what I'm doing, playing it safe. So I'm in the fresh food market, and there's lots of stalls. After eating very, very, very basic meal there, this looks a lot more promising. So, is here getting a cold beer. And he's just serving me up, and this is actually a good value beer at $3.40. Not like the hotels. And all these different beers are here. It's air conditioned, it's a tiny little room. I'm the only one here. And yeah, I'm enjoying a cold beer because I'm really thirsty. You like working in the bar?
Yes, I'm liking.
Yeah.
I'm liking working in the bar. The bar is fun, happy.
And many misters come in, men. Oh, I have to get my translator. Yeah.
No, English.
Yeah. Very little. And there's all the beer taps. But thank you for giving me 2 cheap beers. Yeah. Thank you. It's just where I've been. Over there in the markets, in that little bar, where the price of beer was quite reasonable. I couldn't resist. I'm on holidays. And it's lovely buildings. And it's a very new area for the Chinese, I think. So I'm crossing another filthy canal and crossing over to the other side. Lots of nice palm trees though. And it was good to have a little bit of a chat there, but I think they got tired with the translator, the Google Translator. A lot of people do, because it's a bit slower than normal conversation, but it's better than no conversation. But the lights are out of action. a real problem because how the hell am I going to get across this road? We'll try. And I love the look of this place. It looks so nice. It's called the Gold Coast. There's some beautiful new buildings here. They're going to be sort of architectural, incredible buildings in 100 years' time. And we'll go up and find out what this place is about and see if we can get in. Because I like to look at the grounds. Very green and pleasant. And so find out if we're allowed in. Maybe not. Yeah. No, you cannot come in? Sorry? You have to go somewhere else, is it?
Yeah, traffic light kiri.
Oh, in that way. Yeah. Okay, no worries. Okay, as you can see, I didn't get in. It's probably only for traffic. I'm not sure what it is. Cluster Gold Coast. But it does look like it has beautiful grounds. It's a hospital. Unbelievable. Tushi Hospital. They made a stunning entrance. Oh my gosh. It's just incredible for a hospital. Quite amazing. Just front on with the building. Just the exposure isn't great. Pointing right really into the sun. But it has amazing structure, as you can see. Oh, I feel very tired now after a long drive. We're just here in the Tibet Eco Park, which is obviously packed because it's Sunday. And Sunday everyone's out and about, all the locals. So you don't kind of get in touch with nature as much. So walk along this boardwalk. There's so much damage to the boardwalk. So I won't spend too long at the park, but it's nice to see a few trees. But yeah, the park does have a pungent smell whenever you go near any of the water. There is a lot of people, as I was repeating before. And it is Sunday, so you have the Sunday vibe, and probably a lot of people are out because of Sunday, I would think. And that's the reason, all enjoying the afternoon. Happy to be sitting down in a coffee shop, relaxing. I think I'm going to go back to my hotel very soon. And this is the little coffee shop I found, and it's really nice. It's got a lovely backyard as well. And I really like this coffee shop. It's very quiet, garden-like, on a lovely warm day. And it's really, really nice just to laze here, to be honest. Into the coffee shop. Running late on Sunday afternoon now, and I was so nice in that cafe. Everyone was around me. I didn't feel like talking loud there, but I enjoyed the cafe so much. It was just so pleasant, and the second best experience today in so many ways. And this is just a little mini park before the big park, which I actually much prefer. There's actually an airplane there, probably an Indonesian fighter jet. Today is the famous Jakarta traffic jam. As you can see here, it's very slow today, and taking a long time to drive somewhere. But it's a beautiful sunset, and we're shooting into it. Nice. This is the last event of the day, the mosque, the biggest mosque in Southeast Asia, third biggest in the world. It's 2,000 people, I think. It's closed. It closes at 4 o'clock for tourists. So we're not allowed in only between 10 o'clock and 4 o'clock. And here we are in the crowds. It's so crowded. So much traffic, and just get across the road. And it's a madhouse. Sunday night in Jakarta. And it's just really, really, really lively. And everyone out and about. There's people everywhere. And of course, when you have the population of Indonesia, I mean, the population of this island, Java, is not that big. It's 175 million people, one of the most densely populated islands in the world. And it shows. People everywhere. It is very, very crowded. And Jakarta, of course, 31 million people. Like the third most populous city in the world outside of Tokyo. And forgotten who's number 2. But it is just such a mega city of people. So just ahead for night 2 in Jakarta. Traffic is heavy, Sunday night. I have no idea where to go, but the taxi driver says he knows where the bars and restaurants are, so let's hope. Well, I was dropped off here at the Cuba steak restaurant. There's very few people here, but it's quite empty, but it is good for eating on your own. I really did enjoy the food. I was extremely hungry. It's a very good value, but it's in the middle of nowhere, a very run-down street, as you'll see. Moving along through the grubby streets of Jakarta. A lot of places closed up, very run down, but this is where I had the really nice meal. It's a bar in the middle of nowhere. Once again, like just down a dark, dank street, and you have this really nice place. It's very Jakarta in that sense. Absolutely tiny. I just had one little sip so far. This thing is about $18, $17. Absolute fucking ripple. Anyway, there's a couple of other customers there, so and there's the waiter. Well, c'est la vie. I had to try out one bar in Jakarta. Heading back now to the hotel, the grab. I do feel knackered, and obviously that bar experience was pretty lame. But it's the way it goes. And tomorrow we head off to Yogyakarta. So this is the end of day 2.